Welcome back, Emily.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah, I know, but as I always say, some days we will get back.
Yeah.
And today is the day that we are going to be here to talk about the lesson 135, okay?
Okay.
A Nay perguntou se, vai chegar lá, ela tem limite de preço?
Tem, é um copinho.
É um copo.
É um copo lá. Okay? All right. So, wait up. Let's restart this part in here. Okay. So, welcome back, Emily.
Oh, thanks. Excited to be here.
Well, so am I. So am I. Especially because today we are going to be talking about the lesson 135. You know what it means?
What does it mean?
That the person who is watching us or listening to us is pretty much advanced because they are in the third series of BPFI content, you know?
Which pack is that?
Oh, this is pack 23.
Wow.
Man.
Geniuses already.
Yes, it's been a journey, you know? And, of course, in this content, we are going to keep our language here at least 200% in English. Yeah,
Perfect.
because, you know...
It's my favorite kind.
Yeah, we are going to use our Portuguese just if we want, and we don't want that much it to happen, so, you know, right? And you don't need our Portuguese too, come on, right? So,
Definitely not.
Emily, oh no, you know, you don't need my Portuguese, but we are going to use Emily's Portuguese, you know, yeah? Well, Emily, today we are gonna start talking about the verb to ride. Hey, girl, to ride, what does that mean, girl?
Oh, it usually means sitting on top of something that's moving.
Okay, all right. Especially if it's can be a bike,
It can be a bike, can be a motorcycle, it can be a horse,
horse. Okay, yeah.
it can be a bus.
Oh, and you see, bus. We don't have the idea of it being like this, yeah.
Right.
But we ride a bus. Cool. And wait, because there's a sexual meaning in it, right?
Yeah, well, sitting on top of something moving.
You figured out? You figured? Okay, yeah.
There's a very funny song actually. It's Save a Horse, Ride a Cowboy.
Seiva? Wow! It sounds a lot like our Brazilian music nowadays. Most part of them is Roça, roça em mim, roça, roça em mim. You know?
Horsey, horsey.
No, roça, roça. It's like when you start friction parts, you know? Yeah. Brazilian, oh, you know, we are already talking shit. You know, I'm
Back to the
sorry.
pack,
Yeah. We're gonna get back, but you know, further information is always valid, right? So, you know that this is an irregular verb. Like it's ride, in the past it's rode, and in the participle it's ridden.
Yes.
Okay, just to let it clear. It's the only irregular verb we have in here today. But then, coming down, we have the verb increase. What's this verb about, girl?
Increase.
Yeah,
Like
increase.
to make something bigger or more numerous.
All right. For example, we need to think about the strategy to increase our sales in here.
Yes.
Oh, wait. Did you hear this weird scream?
I didn't think the peacock was back there.
I know, Luana probably is trying to communicate with them. We have a teacher in here. She's crazy, I know, but she can communicate with peacocks. And I'm not joking. She really can. But I guess the peacock is dead because it's been a while we don't listen to it anymore. And whenever she made this sound, the peacock answered her.
Weird.
No, she speaks English, Portuguese, and peacockish. You know? Wow.
Very talented woman.
Yeah, you know, man. Come on. But okay, if we talked about increase like going up, now I want to be talking about decrease. What is this about?
Kind of the opposite, you know, going down or something reducing in number.
All right, so let's imagine that I want to burn some fat. I want to burn some calories, right? I could use the term I need to decrease the amount of food I eat.
Yes.
Okay,
It's
it
a
makes
good-
sense.
It's a good example because it's about quantity.
I see, I feel you. Right, okay. Well, we talked about all the verbs from this lesson. But here comes the vocabulary. So I would like to start. It's gonna be almost a geography class in here, and I suck at geography. I do. But then I made my homework. I did my homework in here, and I learned the most part of these words. I just want to confirm them with you. Okay. For example, the continent. What a beautiful word. Continent. I mean, do you know how many continents we have in the world?
7.
7? Are you sure?
Pretty sure.
Oh,
At least when I took geography there.
Oh, a while ago it was this, yeah?
A couple of years back.
And you know that some people consider Europe and Asia like a single continent in some places?
Yeah, Eurasia, I think it's called, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's because it's not land divided, but it is culturally divided. So
Oh, I feel you. I feel you.
the cultures are very
Different.
Yeah, it's not like I don't know. It's not like Australia and New Zealand or something. It's like
They're pretty distinct, yeah?
Yeah.
All right. And about the county.
County.
Yeah.
It has a lot to do with the lines drawn by voter district and population and things like that.
Yeah, I heard an explanation where the guy said that depending on the county, they have their own government rules and they work by kind of independent from the rest of the place.
There are some, there are rules. You pay like a tax to, for example, fix the roads in your county.
Mm-hmm.
There are some regional regulations, I guess.
That's it.
But it's not so different.
So, like, they follow the same patterns, but with some small singularities.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And then when you vote,
Mm-hmm.
you have to vote in your district.
I see.
So it has a lot more to do with the lines drawn for voting. And
I see, girl. I heard something that I didn't know. County, it's a variation on derivates, like comes from
a derivative?
a derivative. Oh wow, this is new for me. A derivative of the count, and like conde.
Oh, it's like the what's that called? The census.
Yeah, I mean, man.
What is it in Portuguese?
Município or condado.
Municipio.
Because we have this word, we have cities and we have counties. Like they are smaller and somehow different, you know? Wow, it was new information for me too. So I liked preparing this lesson, okay? But now I want to talk about the word currency. Okay, currency is interesting. For example, I remember last year when Anderson came straight from Dubai to Brazil and he brought me money from Dubai.
Really?
You know? Yeah.
What does it look like? Do they use paper or
They use paper, dirhams.
Dirhams.
Yeah, I have it in here. Let me show you. And the very gifted person that we have in there. Let me show you. This is the... Oh my gosh. No, it's here. Wait. I have 3 currencies in my wallet today. I have dirhams. Check it. And dollars. Dollar. This is the currency, the official currency from the United States, right?
Yes.
And let me show them
That one's pretty.
the dirham. Yeah, I mean, take a look. This is from Dubai, United Arab Emirates Central Bank. 5 dirhams. Dirhams.
What's the conversion like? How much is that?
It's connected with dollar. If
it's
dollar
like
goes
1
up,
won?
yes. If dollar goes up, it goes up. If dollar goes down, it goes down.
Can you use that currency in all Arab countries?
Well, that's what I call a good question. I don't know, but next time I see Anderson, I'm gonna let you know after
I
that.
didn't get to meet him.
You didn't? Wow, probably this year he's getting back and then you will.
Okay.
Especially because it's gonna be you and Clinton's gonna be here too. It's gonna be funny. Dope, okay? But wait, time to test your knowledge.
Okay.
What is the currency used in Brazil?
The real.
Okay.
Brazilian real.
All right. What's the currency used in Spain?
Euro.
Euro. And what is the currency used in Japan?
Yen.
Wow, she's a machine. Yeah, you know? Wow, congratulations. You were approved in my test, okay?
Good. That was easy.
If I mention like what's the currency in Uzbekistan?
No idea.
Oh, okay. Imagine if you go there and say, okay, I know, but okay, nobody knows this. If you know the answer, you can leave it here, okay?
Yeah, please. Now
Now,
I'm curious.
we're gonna be talking about the word land, okay?
Okay.
These things happens at BPFI, you know? Maromba unnatural. Okay, so as I was saying, we are going to be talking about the word land. And, it reminds me of Rock and Roll Friday, because the last song that I listened from System of a Down was Land of the Free.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, great song. But by land, do you have an easy explanation to tell what's land?
Anything that's not water?
Anything that is not. Oh, but then we can have a trouble. Because if we have sand, it's not land and it's not water.
No, sand is still land.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Fuck it. Wow.
Like there's two parts to the earth. There's land and there's water.
Justice.
Yeah.
The whole difference is this or that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because
Cool.
islands are considered land.
Okay, sure.
Oceans, lakes, rivers,
Rocks.
those are all water.
Mountains.
Yeah,
All
all
land.
land.
Oh, easier than I thought. Cool. Wow, right. And tell me, when we buy a piece of land to build our house, how do we call that in Portuguese? Is terrain? In Portuguese, no, in English.
Plot.
Plot. Like P-L-O-T?
Yeah.
Like as in plot twist?
Yes.
Cool.
A plot
Nice.
of land.
A plot of land. Okay, like it. Wow.
Or parcel. I think they use parcel sometimes.
Yeah,
but
they
I don't know
do.
what the
I
difference
heard, I saw the word terrain, like
Terrain.
T-E-R-R-A-I-N, but I don't even know if it meant terreno, because in Portuguese
No.
we call terreno.
The terrain is more like whether it's hilly or flat or mountainous.
All right, you mean the whole thing, like the.
It's not like landscape.
I know the word you were looking for in Portuguese, but I can't remember it right now. Anyways,
Yeah,
it's
because
not a
you
problem.
can say like rocky terrain. It means there's a lot of rocks.
I see. Like it's terreno, but terreno arenoso, terreno rochoso, terreno, not the terrain from the plot.
Okay. I didn't know it was used both ways.
Yeah, it is. And you already brought the second word in here. You brought the word island. This word kills the Brazilian guys.
Island.
Oh yeah, I mean, man, it's written Islande, and then we call island. Where's the S sound of it?
Silent.
Oh man, really? No, this is sad. This is really, really sad.
You know what song I'm thinking of, right?
No, which one?
On an island in the sun.
Who sings it? Should I know it?
Yes, you should.
Oh yeah?
We'll run away together. Oh my god.
Oh
I'll play it
no.
for you afterwards.
Yeah. Oh, I'd like to know this one, but it didn't come to my mind. Well, let's now keep talking about, but it's the forest. Forest? What is a forest? Can you explain to him or to her?
Floresta.
It's like a place full of trees.
Yeah, very much.
Yeah, we have some really, really famous forests here in Brazil.
Yeah, like the Amazon.
If a Brazilian guy, because I see this happening a lot, whenever they learn this word, they imagine that the word floresta in English would be florist. Would you understand as forest too?
I would never think of florist. I don't know why.
Florist, because in Portuguese we call it floresta and not floresta.
True.
You see the difference between
What
languages
is
in here.
florist in Portuguese?
Floresta?
No, florist. The person who puts together flower arrangements.
Florista.
Florista.
Florista. Yes,
florista.
yes. You see? Crazy, huh?
Yeah, close.
Oh,
Similar.
you see? And it's interesting to think because if we think about floricultura, in Portuguese we call floricultura, but in English it's the flower shop.
Yeah.
I love the way you guys just have ice cream shop, flower shop, fruit shop. You know? Oh, man. Quitanda da Luzia. Luzia's fruit shop. Over. So beautiful.
We do like to simplify things.
Love you, English. Love you. Okay? Well, now let's talk about the word extreme.
Okay.
What's something that you consider extreme talking about sports?
Oh, I think like base jumping.
Base jumping is the one that you go with a stick and then you work. Or no?
No, base jumping is where you climb really high and then you parachute off.
Oh, right.
They have like those suits with the
with the
parachute.
wings in
Yeah,
here.
I don't remember what it's called in Portuguese.
I don't know, to ventosa, I don't know.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like you just climb something like a mountain or whatever.
And then you...
And it's extreme because a lot of people die doing it.
And you look like a bat.
Actually, I think they look like flying squirrels. Have you ever seen flying squirrels?
Oh, I have never seen, but it reminds me of flying squirrels for
the
sure.
Squirrel has this piece of skin that goes in between the body and the arm. And so they can run normally, and then when they need to jump, they just and it like opens.
Cool.
So cute.
Wow. I just thought about bats because my amount of animals are kind of limited. I just see cockroaches and mice and, you know, those ones. Sad. Well, let's now talk about then the measure. Okay? Measure. You know, the measure in Brazil, the measures in Brazil, they are different from the measures in the US, right?
Measurements. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like metric and I don't know what the other one's called. The one we use.
The one we have in there, yeah. I mean, we measure things by kilometers, like distance by kilometers, and you by miles.
Yeah.
And we measure
by
kilograms, and you
by pounds.
By pounds. Like I guess in England is like that too, yeah?
No. In England it's strange too because they measure weight
Libras.
in stones.
Stones. Oh my lord.
Their weight is in stones. Their currency is pounds.
True.
But their weight measurement is in stones.
You're crazy.
I don't even know what it is. It's like 7 pounds per stone or something like that.
Well, so imagine, I need you to come to me with the measure of this logo in here. What would you get to measure this?
You mean like the size of that on the wall?
Yeah, the size of it.
Yeah, a tape measure.
Tape measure? It's like a fita métrica?
Yeah.
Cool, tape measure. So now you know what it is, right? Easy to remember. And talking about the extension. What's this extension?
Oh, there's a lot of uses for that word.
I heard when I was preparing this, for example, I saw the electrical one.
Like the cord?
Yes.
Extension cord.
Uh-huh.
And then we have a term that we use for, you know how you have the central location of something?
Okay.
And then you have some smaller units kind of spread around.
Like headquarters and branches?
But even smaller than that, sometimes you have extension offices where they have one specific task.
I know. Banks are having this a lot here in Brazil now.
Really?
They have the big agency, and in a local business there, they open a door and you can pay your bills in there.
Oh, probably the same concept.
It's like an extension, yeah?
And there's usually like only one person who works there.
Yeah. Oh,
really
cool.
small,
I like it. And I already saw too the extension talking about, for example, oh, we need to work in the extension of the river, like making the river longer or bigger, or, you know?
Yeah, you could use that. Oh, another important one is with telephones.
Oh, yeah.
Like
We have
your
one in here.
extension number.
Mm-hmm.
So you have like one phone that the secretary answers, and then you have your own extension. Danilo has his own extension. And
I see it. I see it. And all of them in Portuguese are considered extensões too.
as well?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
so it's
does.
a good translation.
Yeah, you see? Now, talking about shade. Shade. Hey, are you cold?
Yeah.
Do you want me to? Why do you guys like freezing? I'm going to put in 25, okay?
Okay,
It's
that
gonna be
works.
cool?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. So, getting back to talk about shade. I have the translation of shade, but I need to tell you, I kind of get confused with shadow. Shadow and shade, they are the same thing.
No.
What's the difference between them, please?
Okay. The shadow is some stationary object that
Okay.
when the sun moves, you see like the shadow move too.
Like we have a shadow. Like this is my shadow, yeah?
Yeah?
Not my shade.
Correct. It's your shadow.
Okay.
And then shade is a break from the sun. Could be something that the tree provides. It could be something that a building provides. It's like an interruption of the sunlight.
Okay, but if I go outside and I put myself in front of the sun and look down, I will see my shadow or my shade?
Your shadow.
My shadow. Because it's straight to the sun.
Yeah, it has more to do with how you're using it. Like if you're using a building to hide from the sun, you're hiding in its shade.
Okay.
We use it most often associated with trees.
Okay, alright.
But if you're using the shadow of the building to make a sketch or to calculate the time, like where the sun is in the sky, that's the shadow.
Fuck, this is not very easy for me to
No.
get it, you know?
Just think, like, if you're hiding from the sun because it's too hot, you're using shade.
Okay, it's good. And then the rest is shadow.
The rest is shadow.
And would it be a big conflict for you guys if I use shadow for everything? Like, would you misunderstand the information?
so, no.
Because, like, I feel like sombrinha and guarda-chuva. Do you know the difference between those two?
Isn't guarda-chuva umbrella?
Yeah, and the sombrinha is umbrella too.
But for the sun.
Yeah, I feel like the same explanation as you gave me. But like, if somebody says sombrinha, okay, if they say guarda-chuva, okay, people will get what they
Oh,
mean.
I see. Yeah, I think if you said, like, oh, I'm going to go hide in the shadow of that tree, everyone would understand what you meant.
I see. Good.
No confusion.
Nice touch. All right. Well, now let's talk about the hose. In Portuguese, we have two translations for this one because we have the mango tree that has this name, and we have no, it's just this one. Oh, the other one is the one we use to water the plants in a garden, for example. You know?
Yeah.
Do you have a hose in your house?
Yes.
Okay. And I mean, is this a rubber hose or a plastic hose?
I think it's plastic.
Plastic?
I think so.
I have a rubber one. It's so heavy.
Yeah, I think ours is plastic because it's pretty light. They have these ones that I want to get. They're impossible to tangle.
Oh yeah, they are.
I really want those.
It's
Because,
good.
like, every single time it has
You're
to
there.
bend and then the water stops.
Oh man. Yeah. And I don't know what's the name, but in the end part of it, there's a machine that you open and close, and then it. I don't know. Not even in Portuguese how to say that.
Sprinkler?
No, not the sprinkler because the sprinkler is fixed, right? Or no?
No, it can be one that you attach to your hose and then move.
Oh, so it's this one that you can open and close,
Yeah.
even when the hose is open, and then you don't need to waste water, you know?
I don't know what that's called. It's not what
Yeah, as I said, I don't know the name of it, even in Portuguese. If I needed to buy this, I would say, amor, você pega aqueles negocinho que engata no começo da mangueira, you know? It's just this, because if there's a name, I really don't know.
Spigot. I think
Spigot?
it's called spigot.
And then you ask for a spaghetti. It comes a full plate of
Be like, we don't serve
pasta,
food
you
here.
know? No, I'm sorry, no. If you want the bolognese, maybe, okay? But you know, right? Well, jumping holes to talk about the word missing.
Missing.
Yeah, this is a cool word. Word, okay? I mean, do you know why? Why they put missing people's pictures in the labels of milk, in the cartons of milk?
I don't think they do that anymore.
Oh, really? They stopped?
In the United States, I don't think they do that anymore.
Why?
I don't know. I haven't, like the last time I was there, or the last couple times, I didn't notice. I think because most people don't buy the box anymore. Like it used to be printed on the cardboard boxes of milk.
In Brazil, no. In Brazil, it was straight to the milk carton.
Yeah, but like the cardboard carton, right?
Yeah, I mean, you have the liter of the milk and it was in here.
Yeah, it's the same. But like they don't use that as much in the U.S. anymore. It's usually plastic now.
Oh yeah, we're kind of migrating to plastic in here too.
Which
but
is a shame.
yeah, I heard that.
Moving away
I
from
heard
plastic.
exactly. I heard that they used it to put this in the milk, milk product. No, milky.
Milk
oh my gosh,
container.
milk containers, because culturally talking, everybody had the habit of consuming milk, and then as they exported all around the world, it would be the easiest way to find those missing people.
And also, I think because it's one of the few products that you eat with the label sitting in front of you. Like, I don't know, at least in our house, it was always like you sit down to have your cereal in the morning.
Yeah.
You have the cereal box and the milk box there.
Okay.
So, like, those products, but not everybody uses the same cereal. So,
It's true.
the milk would be a more widespread product.
Exactly. It would. I mean, I remember when they used to put the little games in the cereal boxes.
Or little prizes. But you know where I did see the missing persons advertisements is in the store itself. Like as you're leaving, they have a whole board of missing people.
Oh yeah.
At least they're all the people from the county
I see.
that are missing.
And then if you're there, you're screwed.
If you're there and you see it, you should probably tell someone.
Hey, but wait, I'm not missing. Not anymore, at least, you know? Yeah. Well, all right. Now I want to be talking to you about species, and especially about the pronunciation of this word, because I always get uncertain about it. Like species. Species. Because there's no she sound in this for me, you know? Like I would totally pronounce this as species.
Oh, but you can.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Species.
Because I pronounce species because I heard people saying like this, pronouncing like this. But for me, if I needed to read this, species.
To be honest, I don't know if there's a correct way to say it. I've heard it both ways. I usually say species.
Oh, so I'm gonna be like you. Species.
Because that's how I heard it, like, in science, you know, if you talk about Darwin's most famous work, which was Origin of the Species. I've always said it like that. So.
I'm gonna use this like species now, and we don't have lots to talk about this because all these species are gonna be extinct in the near future.
Few years?
Yeah, you know, I mean,
hopefully just one, and then it would take care of the rest, right?
According to The Simpsons, the end of the world is going to happen on next Friday, so be ready.
I'm all set.
Yeah, you know, right?
It's time.
Like it's gonna be a meteor. Meteor?
A meteor?
Meteor. Meteor. What is a meteor? My gosh. Okay. All right. Now I need to talk to you about the resources we have here at VPFI for these students to develop their English. Boa noite, mãe. Well, the thing is, Emily, do you believe that we offer resources enough for the students to master the English language in here?
Oh yeah, I think so. If you can't learn English from the resources that we have,
It's gonna be dope, yeah? It's gonna be done, yeah, I mean,
maybe
because
learn Japanese instead because
you see, maybe English is not your thing, you know. Okay, so now talking about the surface. What a great song from Slipknot. But I guess it's surfacing, yeah?
yeah, surfacing.
Yeah. And I don't know, I mean, surface was a weird word for me because I don't use this word, not even in Portuguese.
Surface.
Yeah. I
Like
mean,
the surface of the table or
exactly. Yeah. I don't remember while I was preparing this lesson. I couldn't remember the last time I used this word in Portuguese.
What is it in Portuguese?
Superfície.
Yeah, I don't hear it used very often in Portuguese.
You see, I mean, even if we're talking about the table or things who has a surface, we don't see it. Coming in.
I just wanted to know the second message. Remember the two kinds of messages. The second one is starting by 2 weeks, not exiting the platform, or 3 or a month. What is the minimum time?
Oh, there's no minimum time. It will depend on what you feel is better.
Oh, I don't get it.
Like the second message after the first contact.
No, it's like the two options.
Uh-huh.
You know, like when the person doesn't access the platform, like never.
Uh-huh.
You know, my first contact is gonna be with the second type, but how much time, you know, not accessing the platform? Starting by 2 weeks, a month, you know?
I don't know. We need to think about it. I really don't know. I guess 2 weeks is a good
Maybe
time.
2 weeks is good.
Like starting by 2 weeks, right?
Yeah.
So I congratulate them, you know, less than 2 weeks and more than 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I go like, fuck yourself.
Yeah. Do something like this. I guess 2 weeks is a good amount of time.
Yeah. It's a good time to bring him back.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Good night, mommy. Wow. Back to the game, okay?
Alright.
We are gonna go to the expressions because we are with 32 minutes already. So I don't know.
We weren't very focused today.
Yeah, I mean, let's make it happen, okay?
Let's do it.
So Emily, I want to know about the expression all over. All over.
Ooh,
Huh.
that's a good one because you can use it a bunch of different ways.
Yeah?
Like it's all over.
Oh, it's
Means
all
like
over. It's,
fiend.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's all over. I remember that from That's All Folks. From
That's All Folks.
Yeah. All over. I guess in the pack we're gonna see these like, man, your clothes are all over the room.
Yeah.
What are
can
you
be
doing?
Used that way too.
Yeah.
It's like randomly spread out.
You
know?
I see.
We use it for being unfocused to like, oh, I can't get anything done. I'm all over the place.
Oh, I was going to ask you this one right now, all over the place. I thought when I heard this that the person was too sentimental.
You can use it for emotions too.
You can?
Yeah, like if you're pregnant, you'd be like, I don't know, I'm laughing and crying at the same time. My
all
emotions are all over the place.
Ah, yeah. I heard it was in Big Bang Theory, and then Sheldon had a fight with Penny. In fact, Penny had a fight with Sheldon, and he couldn't understand why, but it was clear why. But then he just said to Leonard, man, be careful with her. She's all over the place today.
Yeah.
Like,
it's like
maybe
emotionally.
Yeah, you know?
unregulated.
Yeah, I remember this. I was about to ask you, but then you taught me first. Thank you. Well, now let's fight about the cutoff.
Okay.
Because cutoff, man, it was weird for me. And now I have these as like reduce, decrease something. But then you brought something different.
Yeah, cut off. Okay. You can say that someone cut off all their hair. for
Wow.
example.
Like they went bald?
No, it's just, okay, if you have long hair and then you cut it short, you'd be like, wow, you cut off all your hair.
Oh, cool, cool.
Very drastic.
Uh-huh.
If somebody's talking and you interrupt them.
Oh, I'm sorry to
can
cut
say,
you guys off.
I'm sorry to cut you off, but... Or if you're driving and someone goes in front of you.
Son of a bitch! He cut me off!
Yeah.
Oh, cool. In Portuguese, we use the term like... Ele me cortou? Não, ele atravessou com tudo.
I think it's so common that you don't even have an expression for it.
Probably. Probably. We just live this day after day, you know?
That's just normal driving.
Oh, okay. Basic. Yeah. I don't know, but do you have a fourth way of using it? Because I guess you were preparing something else to say and then I cut you off.
Like amputating.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Like removing?
Yeah, they had to cut off his arm.
Oh my gosh.
The accident was so bad they had to cut off his arm.
They had to cut off his arm because he was in a car that
Cut him off.
Oh, wow. After coming back from the hairdresser where he cut his arm. Oh
cut
my
off all
god.
his hair.
Dear Lord. This is a crazy, weird, and I don't know. really.
We could do a sentence using all 4 uses.
Of cut off?
Mm-hmm.
Do it. Do your best. Bring it down. Bring it on. Bring it on.
Right. John went to the hairdresser and he was trying to explain that he didn't want to cut off all of his hair, but the hairdresser cut him off, and he got so upset that he left. He got into his car and he got cut off by another driver. He got into an accident that was so bad they had to cut off his arm.
Holy crap, man! Wow. Man, if you were here and subscribe to the channel right now, please. You don't have another option now. Wow,
Our
Emily.
stories are great, right?
Man, it was crazy, awesome. Wow, love it. Well, let's cut off this topic now and start talking about another thing, another expression. The zip code.
Easy one.
Easy. What is
Yeah.
a zip code?
It's the CEP.
Ah, and do you know what's the meaning of CEP in Portuguese?
I don't know. Código endereço something.
Yes.
Postal?
Código de endereçamento postal.
Endereçamento.
Yeah. See? Teacher Do is
I was
also
just
culture.
inventing that, but
It was a good invention. Congratulations.
must
Congratulations.
be the-
Yeah. I mean, do you know the zip code from school?
no. I don't even know my zip code at home.
Really?
I have it written down in my wallet, but I don't have it memorized.
Well, if you need to send anything down here, you need to inform that zip code is 14,840,110.
Mine is like 14,887,402, I think.
See?
I think.
It is.
Not
I trust you. I trust your mind. Now, I want to know, is your house walking distance from here?
Depends on how long you want to walk.
I mean, for a marathonist, it's just a simple training.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
No, it's not within walking distance.
Yeah. Do you know how long people tend to consider places walking distance from one another?
I would say like 10-minute walk.
Yeah?
Probably. I don't know if there's an exact cutoff, but I'd say like.
Like it.
Oh, I just came with another usage for it. It's like the end of a limit.
You see? Wow.
Yeah. Very versatile phrase this.
For sure.
Yeah, I would say probably like 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Because most people don't want to walk more than that.
I see. Well, I remember that when I was in São Paulo with the teachers for a Cambridge Day, we had this discussion because like every place under 5 kilometers we could go because for us it was walking distance.
Mm-hmm.
But not for Luli. No.
No?
Like 2 blocks away was too much,
She doesn't like to walk?
She hates it. She fucking hates me. Yeah. And then, it was fight all the time, you know? She already promised she will never get back to São Paulo with us anymore. Which is good because we like to walk, you know?
I like walking.
Yeah, I mean, man, we went to a restaurant. It was 1 kilometer, 800 meters. She asked for an Uber. Man.
You wait longer for the Uber to arrive than just walking
Exactly!
there.
1 kilometer and 800 meters. How can't you? Oh, man. Well,
Lulu.
anyways, skip to my loop. The thing is, we finished talking about all these words, and now it's time for us to explain some grammar for you. But not now, because this video is over. We're gonna get back in the near, like, just days of
Just a little
time.
bit.
And then
Hang on.
we are going to get back. So, see you around. Bye-bye. 40 minutes.